Good morning from beautiful rainy Tokyo. Right now we're in the middle of rainy season. In Japanese it's called tsuyu, which I think the kanji is like plum and rain, because it's also the season for plums and making umeshu. So yeah, it's rainy season. It's just let up for a moment, but for the next week it's just gonna be pouring. So I'm having a nice day at home, and I thought it'd be nice to make a video with you guys and show you how all the plants are doing, because it's been a while since I've done an update, and now that the humidity is here, a lot of them are just super happy, having lots of new leaves sprouting. And I've also got a few new plants that I've added to the collection. So yeah, I thought I'd give you a little tour today. Also, just some news for an update. Unfortunately, Moss has passed away. She passed away a couple of days ago. Is it a week now? So if you guys noticed that her cage isn't here anymore, it used to be over there, that's the reason why she's unfortunately no longer with us. I won't talk too much about it. I've already gone through my horrible grieving process. She was, you know, a really good friend of mine for 2 years, and we hung out, and she got me through a lot of tough times. So yeah, just want to say that she was awesome. And also, PSA to everyone who gets hamsters, make sure you look up the minimum requirements for the space that they need, the size wheel that they need, and the kind of attention that they deserve. So just make sure you're all ready for that when you get a hamster, if you get a hamster, because they deserve a lot of love and respect. But today we're going to be celebrating life by looking at plants and how they're doing. And I'm also going to ask some advice as well, because I got a few I don't know if they're issues or problems, but some few plant situations that I want to know if anybody has any ideas on how to fix them, because I tried Googling, can't find anything. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first place that I want to get started is this beautiful guy. Isn't he just freaking huge? So I originally got this Monstera about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So I got this Monstera for $8 while I was in my last apartment, the 28 square meter apartment. And I think it was about maybe this big down here. I don't know if you guys can fully see the size. That's the pot down there. So this is the size of it. So in the last apartment it was doing quite well, and then we moved here, and there's quite a bit of light, and the humidity here is like the perfect amount. It's really thriving, and I'm a bit concerned because these guys can get huge, and so I gotta learn to be a little bit strict, a little bit vicious, and when it gets too big I gotta learn to cut it down. But haven't reached that point yet, but it has grown a lot. Even just in the past couple of weeks we've got this is a new leaf. There's a new leaf back here as well, and there's a new leaf coming down the bottom. And also, yeah, PSA to people who are buying Monsteras, just know that they get really big if they have the right conditions. And also, they are climbing plants. So each little shoot will then produce another shoot, and it gets long. So what I've done is, I think I explained this in the last video, I've got a pole, which I try to kind of wrangle everything together so it kind of climbs the pole. Which keeps it together. But if I didn't have this pole and I didn't have all my string holding it together, I think it would be all over the place. Very happy, very healthy, and very luscious and green and beautiful. Who's that handsome boy? So yes, that's the Monstera. Then let's move on to, I don't know what to do. Guys, he's just getting a little crazy. So I did see a lot of comments in the last video, thank you for letting me know, that if these guys touch the wall directly, they'll just, you know, try to sink their little plant teeth into the wall so they can hang on to it. So what I have to do every now and then is I just go through and just pull it away from the wall, just make sure nothing's attaching itself, and then it kind of gets the idea, and it's like, well, I'm already being supported by these plastic hooks, so I should be fine. It is going a bit out of control, and I don't know how much I want to let it go. I don't know if I want the whole wall covered, or if I want to trim it back. That's where I'm at with this guy. Our apartment didn't come with mosquito screens, which in the summer it sucks. It's so hot, we have to have the aircon on all the time. So we went and bought this mosquito screen for 880 yen, like $9 to $10. and Eric stapled it to like a wooden frame, and we used Velcro to stick it against the thing, and so now we have this little mosquito door that's held together with magnets. So we just go out and then we just let it go, and it usually clips all the way up. Very cool, very nice. Okay, if we just quickly go through the mosquito door. Try not to put my feet outside because of the rain. We have 2 plants out here. So we have a snake plant and we have this guy. I've forgotten what he's called, but he's very healthy and happy. He's just having a good time, especially with the rain. Also another thing, I get a lot of questions about why is my washing machine outside? I don't know, it's just a really common thing that I've seen here in Japan. It's just put your washing machine outside. Anyway, this guy. Now this guy, I think I already told you about him. I bought him at Daiso when I first moved to Japan, so this is how big he is now. And the reason he's still this big is I haven't let him get any bigger. I've put him in really crap conditions. I put him on the other side of the room in the corner in the dark because I'm scared of him getting too big, because I already have a crazy Monstera. I really don't want another one, so I've kind of stunted his growth by abusing him. Sounds really bad. Anyway, he's there temporarily while we're deciding what to do with the space here. Excuse the very grainy film, but this is a plant. I believe it's a pothos, but a kind of different kind of pothos. Pothos, I don't know how to say it. He's a lime green one, but unfortunately I just leave him in the corner because I don't want him to get too big either. And I just let him sit there, and sometimes he grows and then sometimes he doesn't. And he's not dead, so that's all I need. Do plants have feelings? I really hope they don't. So this is the Ficus. I've forgotten which type he is, maybe Ficus benjamina or something. He stayed dormant all winter, and now that there is, sorry for my wet shoes, now that there is a lot more humidity, he's growing like crazy. This is the guy I actually have a lot of questions about, because sometimes his leaves will grow so perfectly, like look at this, it's like the perfect leaf. And then sometimes it's like they're just a little crinkled on one side, or they just don't grow quite properly. Like even this one, some of them have come out super nice. They're like flat, ready to go. And then this one's coming out and it's got like this crinkled up front. And I'm worried that's gonna mess everything up. Same with the new leaf down here as well, there's like a little hole in it. Does anyone know why this is happening? He's not losing leaves, he's just got weird leaves. And if that's just how he is, that's fine, I'll accept him. But if there's something that I can do to change that, that would be great. All right, this guy. I don't know what he's called. I should really know more about my plants. He's very happy. He all used to be this size. All this length. All used to be like that. And then some of them are just like, wah, so tall. And there's some new shoots coming down from below as well. See, like that little guy. He's a little spiky boy coming right out. Now recently I actually repotted this guy a little bit. I just filled up the soil more because he was so on the edge at the top that his bits were all just like falling out sideways. So I just dug him a little deeper, gave him a bit more soil on top so he's standing a bit more straight now. Oh no, it's raining more and I'm just about to go outside. Oh, I can't go out. Why is it suddenly so hard? No, oh, it's coming in. Oh man. What do I do? So let's do this from the edge of the house and see how much I can show you guys. Down here we have a geranium. It flowered so much just at the start of, or at the end of spring. It was full of flowers and then they all died. And then now I think we're having a second round of flowers, so they're just coming through now. They're so beautiful. I think one frustrating thing with having a balcony garden is any kind of waste from the plants, you have to clean it up. Like all the petals that came off of the geranium, they stain stuff. Like one of them got on the bed sheets and we had like this pink stain on it. It like got stuck to there, it gets stuck to your clothes. So that was kind of a big thing, having to clean up all of the petals after they had their time. This guy, I think this is a jade plant, is that what you call him? I love him. He hated the winter. He became very yellow. I think that was just because of the cold weather. So now it's a lot more humid, a lot warmer, and he's got some really nice new growth coming at the tips of the leaves. So he's very happy. Over here we have a pea plant. So this is actually from Taylor. She gave it to me, and then on the way home I fell up the stairs and I crushed it with my body. But luckily I put like the stump in the ground and I broke off all the dead bits, and it's growing again. I do need to put in some more posts though, because it has reached the end of its post and it's like, where can I go? So we got all those plants there, and then we have Beefy too. Beefy Jr., how you doing? It's grown a little to the side, but that's fine. He's got a lot of new growth. He's a very slow growing plant, but that's just how yuccas are. And yeah, he's very green, very happy, very healthy. Didn't love winter, but didn't hate winter as much as the original Beefy. The original Beefy died in the winter previously, so he did quite well. This guy's doing great. Who knows, maybe one day in like 20 years I'll have a yucca plant that is of a reasonable size. So over here in the corner I have rosemary. I don't actually use it that much, but I think I want to use it in some slow cooker recipes. I'm also thinking of doing like rosemary infused olive oil. I think that would be cool too. Now I can't really get a great angle, but down here we have a bunch of strawberries. They've already had their strawberries a couple of months ago and they were super delicious and well worth the 600 yen or whatever the plant was worth. It was so good to be able to pick my own strawberries and eat them. And now it's having a lot of these offshoots and I'm not quite sure what to do. I think I want to let like 1 or 2 settle in and have more plants in the pot, but then I might cut the rest off because I don't want too many. Do you guys know what to do with runners? I'm not really sure what to do with them. And finally, dun 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 dun, this is my mulberry tree. Do you guys like mulberries? I grew up eating so many mulberries. We had so many mulberry trees. If you haven't had them before, they're just like a little black berry, but just very sweet, very good. And the trees have mulberries quite early on. So it shouldn't take too long before the tree starts having mulberries, if it likes its environment. I'm not sure how it would go on a balcony. But I actually bought this on Amazon. Yeah, you can order plants on Amazon, and a couple of leaves have already started growing, like these leaves grew and these leaves grew, so yeah, I think one day hopefully maybe I'll have a tree. That's the dream, but I guess we'll just gotta wait and see how we go. Yeah, that's the little balcony garden. I got my watering can there. I have all my extra pots and stuff and soil and fertilizer out the back and some poles and stuff. But yeah, this is the little garden. I'm very proud of it. Very cool. Very nice. Okay, well those are my plants. It actually feels like I have more plants than I actually have, which is weird. I don't know, I see so many people with so many plants and I'm like, I actually don't think I have that many plants compared to a lot of people. But I have actually learned a big lesson. I have stopped buying so many plants. When I first came to Japan and even until maybe about a year ago, I used to buy a lot of different plants. Every time I went to the 100 yen store, I'd be like, oh, I want to get another plant. That's a bad idea because one thing that I didn't realize is that plants get big. It sounds dumb, but I think, you know, when you're just buying like a little plant from the 100 yen store or from the home center and you just get like a little pot, you put it in and it's like so cute. I think that can work if you keep them in that pot and you make sure that they stay the same size. But you know, for me, I was like, I just want to see like the full potential of my plants and really give them as much nutrients and size as I can. And seeing their full potential, I'm like, wow, I really need to be careful with how many plants I buy because I don't need like 20 trees. I don't need like 20 giant vines. I just got to be careful with being very selective with what I buy and the ones that I keep and how big I let them get. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this little rainy house and plant tour. I had a great time showing you guys my plants. They're my pride and joy, so I'm glad that I can share them with you. Alright guys, I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of my weekend, eat some good food, go out in the rain and just have a good time. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below or hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. But thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Ja ne!